Well, here we go then. The last match preview for Norwich City for about a month. The first chunk of this season has absolutely flown by. The World Cup is just around the corner. But before then, the biggest game of them all, Norwich City play Middlesbrough at Carrow Road on Saturday at 3 o'clock. And it's a big game. Norwich City will want to be going into this break with a little bit of momentum, and with Burnley and Blackburn playing each other this weekend as well, there is opportunity to get within touching distance of the top two. Jack Reeve, Talk Norwich City, back to preview the match. A big thank you to BetMate, as always, for sponsoring these match previews. They are the go-to app for me for kind of fantasy betting with the football. It is a really fun app. Chris and I have teams in the Championship 3 o'clock pot this week. You can play against us. There is a guaranteed payout. Here is mine and Chris's team. Now, here's a little cheat code, seemingly, for BetMate. Coventry midfielders, Gustavo Harmer and Ben Sheaf, seemingly superb. Always high scoring points. So I've gone for a Coventry midfield. I've also gone for Josh Sargent up top. A couple of Sheffield United players in there as well. I think they might get some joy against Cardiff this weekend. Here's Chris. He loves captaining Josh Sargent, and rightly so. Well done to Josh for getting called up to the American World Cup squad. He'll be probably playing England in the group stages, along with Max Aarons and a few others in there as well. So come and join Chris and I in the league, the final BetMate Norwich pot until the World Cup, but they're going big on the World Cup. So I'm really looking forward to previewing some of that content as well. But it's Middlesbrough for Norwich City this weekend, and it feels quite big, this, because Middlesbrough have kind of seen a slight upturn in form under Michael Carrick. I thought they'd be kind of within the playoffs and come the end of the season, and there is of course still time for that. They were nearer the kind of relegation zone until recently, but they've had a kind of a similar run to us, really. A couple of wins and a draw in their last three matches. Had a really good away win against Blackpool last time out, running out 3-0 winners. But Norwich City go into this with a little bit more form as well. We beat Stoke 3-1 at home, drew against QPR, who since Mickey Beale has been linked with the Wolves job, they've seen a bit of a downturn in form, but I thought we were unlucky not to win that game. And then a decent win away at Rotherham. So a few little chunks to be positive about. I think it's good that Josh Sargent's back and in the fold. I will reiterate, massive congratulations to him for getting called up to the American squad for the World Cup. It's brilliant to see a Norwich City player at the World Cup, and he fully deserves it because he's been really good this season. And I think when you get him and Teemu Pukki linking up, there's reasons to be cheerful. Not really too much injury news. Sam Byram's going to be missing this one. I think he's got a bit of an issue with his hamstring. I would have thought Max Aarons would have probably started even if Sam Byram was fit, but it's always nice to have that option. So hopefully Sam can now have a good month off, really get his body in shape and come back for the second half of the season. I was impressed with Max against Rotherham. I think I said that I wasn't surprised that Max was dropped for a couple of games. I thought he looked really good. I thought he looked sharp. It looked like he just needed a rest. He's got that rest. He came in against Rotherham and did a really good job. I actually think the defence in general looked fairly solid that game against the Rotherham side that posed a few threats. The midfield is still the part of the pitch that feels most up in the air at the moment, but I think we're gradually getting there, and I think the uplift in form of Gabriel Sara could only be a good thing. Isaac Hayden's really starting to come into his own, and I think there was a lot of hope put on Isaac Hayden's shoulders and a lot of expectation, and so far so good with him. I think he's really started to shore up that kind of midfield and is happy to sit deep. That's what we needed, because when you've got a Kenny McLean and a Gabriel Sara in there, or whether it's Liam Gibbs, particularly with McLean and Sara, they're quite, energetic players and like to get forwards. So it does leave space, and I think Isaac Hayden is key in hopefully shoring up Norwich City. A player that we've spoken about a lot on the podcasts recently, and Norwich City fans in general, Aaron Ramsey, who has been a really shrewd signing actually. 3 goals so far this season, I think 3 or 4 assists. Looks an intelligent player, and I think he might not be an out-and-out winger, but in terms of linking play from wide areas, I think he's looked really good at that. So I'm hoping to see Aaron Ramsey again this weekend. Look, it's big for Dean Smith. It's big for Norwich City because at the moment, just looking at the table, Burnley sit top on 38 points and Blackburn second on 36. Those two clubs play each other this weekend, so there will be points dropped there. Sheffield United travel to Cardiff. They are 3 points above us, and then it's us on 32 points. So if Burnley lose, or it's a draw in that game, we could be within 4 points of top, which is an incredible feat considering how poor we've been for large periods of this season. And it also shows how weak it is at the top end of this division. So you get within touching distance, and I think things feel quite good. It's been clear that Dean Smith has wanted to just get to this World Cup break in one piece. You know, there has been bullets fired at him, and I think he's withstood a lot of the gunfire so far. But he needs to just get through and hopefully a win against Middlesbrough. As I say, they look far better since the change in management there. They've got a good squad. Johnny Howson, of course, in the ranks. Thankfully, it looks like he's been playing central midfield this season rather than... Remember when he was at right wing back? A strange few years, that. But I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping to see another improved performance, because I thought the performance against Rotherham was better. There were more cohesive attacking kind of phases. I thought we actually created some big chances, which we haven't done for a little while. And it was the same against Stoke at home, where particularly in the second half, there was a good half an hour spell in there. So if we can tie all of that together, then I think we'll be able to pick up 3 points. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Let me know your score predictions down in the comment section below. And remember, BetMate, link in the description. When you sign up, use code TNC5. That will get you a £5 free bet for you to use on whatever pot you wish. It's a really, really good app. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.